Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 18th of May, 2025. Marvelous. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you, this time with another fragrance rotation video. And this past week has been hot. It has been hot and dry again. It's been a bit of a hot and dry spell, actually. Maybe the hottest and driest April, May that we've had. You know? Certainly the hottest May day I think we've ever had in this country. I think that's what I remember them saying. So, unusual, unseasonable weather, even for summer, I think. But not to worry. I shall show you what I wore this week, and we will start at the beginning. On Monday, it was a little bit cooler, actually, so I wore Eau Noir. Eau Noir by Dior. Still an absolutely fantastic fragrance. This version, the modern version, has kind of lost its balls a bit. Multiple reformulations since it first came out. Louis Vuitton, who owns Dior, not wanting anything too daring, different, special. Kirk John reformulated it in 2022. Took the green dye out of it, which I suppose they thought would make it look more accessible on the stand, in the boutique, wherever they sell it. It's just not as aggressively black water, you know. It's not as aggressively dark as it was. Immortelle, coffee, lavender, syrupy lavender, thick lavender, beautiful. I wish they took the lavender from this perfume and put it in something that wasn't as challenging, and it would just be a beautiful lavender, smooth, maybe with a bit of sandalwood, you know, bit of bergamot at the top, something simple, and it would have been amazing, like. But Dior can do no right at the minute, if I'm being perfectly honest. The perfume has just totally gone to shit, you know, especially if you've been around for a while and seen the changes that they've gone through. It's been quite remarkable, the fall, the narrowing of the band, the direction that they've gone into. You know, pretty boring stuff now. Pretty boring and weird. Not weird in a good way though. There's good weird and bad weird. Anyway, Tuesday was hot as all fuck. It was a little bit sticky as well, so I wanted something that would cut through it, and so I wore Escal and Indonesia. You calm down. Escal and Indonesia. Had to dip into the summer rotation for this one. It's very sharp lemon bergamot at the top, and then an amazing ambergris, fresh, open air, lemonade fizz. It's got like a fizzy kind of aspect to it, you know. It's very fresh air, fresh lemon, fresh bergamot kind of thing. It's a beautiful perfume. It's an absolutely beautiful perfume. It's what do they call it? A cologne? Eau de cologne, but it's 85% by volume, so that's 15% oil. That's a lot. That's more than most EDTs. So it's a potent eau de cologne. I get a good 6 hours out of this, and that's because of the ambergris. Sticks around for a long time. It's amazing in the heat. Absolutely incredible. Fresh, bright, gorgeous. On Wednesday, I couldn't have worn something more different. But this has been one of the discoveries, or rediscoveries, I should say. There's another one of those coming up soon. One of the rediscoveries of the season for me. This is something I've owned for a while, and I've only started wearing it regularly, and I absolutely love it. This is Ocean Rain Men's Cologne by Mario Valentino. The last Rudnitska. The last Edmund Rudnitska, anyway. Very reminiscent of Diorella, the vintage Diorella. Obviously by Dior, which Rudnitska made. Resinous, fresh. It's got a sea air, ozonic kind of quality. So I suppose it kind of fits in with the Escal and Indonesia. It's got this kind of petrichor sort of vibe, which I didn't really see until somebody mentioned it in the comments. So thank you to that forgotten anonymous hero. I forgot who it was, so I'm sure you know who you are. There is absolutely that petrichor thing there. It's gorgeous, though. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit sweet. It's fresh. It's bergamot. It's resinous. It's just gorgeous. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I've really, really loved wearing this. As you can see, you know, I've decanted it into one of these, and I've been wearing it a lot, and I love it. The sprayers on those are fire hydrants as well, so you've got to be careful. I get something of a ketos about it as well. I don't know what it is. I think it's more in the vibe of the fragrance rather than the actual smell, if that makes sense. Okay. Thursday, I decided to wear this Vetiver Tonka. I am currently wrestling with myself to see if I want another bottle of this. I think I might get a backup bottle. The 200ml are becoming very hard to find, and I do like the 200ml. I like big bottles that you can spray from. Most big bottles you get are splashes. But I like a big 200ml you can spray, because it feels like you can just spray it with reckless abandon. And I do with this because it's light enough to do that. But it's got enough depth and enough darkness and enough of the tonka and the hazelnut that it sticks around all day. But the Vetiver never goes away. It's extremely well balanced. I think it's the best from the line, personally. It's between that and Amber Narguilé. It's so clever. I think this is Elena at his best. I've described many times how I kind of see this visually as an H. One of the straight lines down being the Vetiver, the other straight line down being the Tonka, and the middle, the bridge between them to make the H, is the hazelnut, and it's gorgeous. And there doesn't seem to be a lot more. There isn't anything else going on in the perfume, but there seems to be. He does that incredible trick where there seems to be motion in the perfume. It's brilliant. It's absolutely stunning. It's a great perfume. Okay, next up, Friday. Friday, I decided to wear my other great rediscovery of the season, and this is Incense Rose by Andy Tower. This is L'air de Desert Marocain with incense and rose. And the rose is amazing, and the incense is amazing. The incense isn't too much like it is in Incense Extreme. Incense Extreme by Tower is just too much. I get a little bit of fuel from it. It's that much, you know. So it starts off with It starts off with a fresh, bright rose, and then you get the incense, and the incense dries down into the Tower DNA from L'air de Desert Marocain, that amazing ambery, spicy, dry, dusty base. It's incredible. It's brilliant. Andy Tower is a house that deserves a lot more credit than he gets, especially in today's world. He does almost everything himself, I think, still. The bottling of the bottles, I don't know if he still signs them off and stuff like that, but an amazing perfume from an amazing house. Saturday I wore one of my very favourite perfumes. As you can tell by the fill level, I have battered this. Thank God I have a backup and more on the way. This is Roadster. Roadster by Cartier. Bergamot and mint at the top, which gives this kind of green apple vibe, which I've mentioned many times before. Then the bergamot burns off, leaving the mint. The mint and the patchouli then combine to give this kind of mint choc chip ice cream sort of thing. It's gorgeous. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant perfume. And they discontinued it. They discontinued it when they discontinued the watch, and that was very upsetting. Last but not least is my scent of the day, and this is Tuscany per Uomo, an Italian fougere. This is citrus at the top, lemon, bergamot, lime. You've got the anise, same as in Smalto Pour On, which I absolutely love. There's a little bit of something spicy. There's a big, big lavender in this, which is gorgeous. It's amazing. The anise isn't quite as pronounced as it is in Smalto Pour On for me, and it's not quite as dense either, but then it dries down into a leather oak moss, smoky oak moss, slightly green, kind of fresh Italian fougere thing. And again, I absolutely love this. This is a vintage bottle, an older one. The new ones have got like the red and black label on the front. This has just got the print. The new ones are okay, but I prefer this one. It's got more of the fabled oak moss in it. And that is it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.